What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Tigers versus White Sox game going down on Monday, August 11th, 2025. Here at Pickdawgz, we drop the most free pick videos out of anyone, man, so click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. Before I get into the free pick, if you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $25 play of the day, you can go over to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or just click the link in the description of this video. You'll find all my plays there. But let's get right into it, guys. We got the Tigers headed into Chicago to play the White Sox. Tigers are finishing up a series against the Angels on Sunday, and the White Sox are finishing up a series against the Guardians on Sunday. The White Sox, they were a team that was a little bit hot there. They were hot for a second. I think they won a series against the Angels. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the exact number so I'm not just guessing here, guys. So they won a series against the Phillies. They won a series against the Angels. And I was like, okay. They won a series against the Rays as well. They were looking kind of decent in the month of July, but, this team's currently on a 6-game losing streak. Got swept by Seattle, and then they lost the first 2 games of the series against the Guardians. So, the White Sox kind of returned back to their normal form after a nice little hot streak, whereas the Tigers, kind of the opposite. This was a team that was really cold coming out of the All-Star break, but then as of late they've started to play a little bit better. I would say they're still not in their normal form that they were in the beginning of the season, but they're starting to, I feel like, get it together a little bit. Chris Paddock takes the mound for the Tigers in this one, and it looks like it's going to be Tyler Alexander on the mound for the White Sox. Tyler Alexander has played for both the Brewers and the White Sox this season. Altogether, he comes in with a 4-10 record, a 4.55 ERA. Not the biggest Tyler Alexander guy, but I will say he did have a nice start in his last game against the Mariners. He pitched 4 1/3, allowed 0 earned runs, only allowed 1 hit. It seems like the White Sox are going to have a short leash with him. He gets yanked out with only allowing 1 hit in the 4th inning. That kind of tells you what you need to know there. But he looked decent. But let's be real, guys. That game was being played in T-Mobile Ballpark, one of the most pitcher-friendly ballparks. Now this game is being played at Rate Field. I could see Tyler Alexander. I keep seeing Tyler Anderson. It's my first video of the day. I can see Tyler Alexander getting hit up in this one, and then you got Chris Paddock on the mound for the Tigers. If you guys watch my videos, man, you know how I feel about Chris Paddock. I think Chris Paddock is terrible. So this is a tough game, probably my least favorite game on the board. Not going to lie, I always have one of these, and this is the one. But if I had to play this one, or if I had to make a bet on this one, guys, what I would do is target both these pitchers, and I would take an over. I would go first 5 over in this game. I think both these guys could get hit up. I know Chris Paddock has the potential of getting blown up early in this game. I think Chris Paddock's first start of the season was against this White Sox team when he was on the Twins. And I think he allowed like 6 earned runs or something. It was either Chris Paddock or Bailey Ober. It was one of those guys. But Chris Paddock has the potential to cover this first 5 over in the first inning. He's very volatile. So that's going to be my play. First 5 over in this game. Let's fade both these starters. And then, hopefully these bats come alive here. Like I said, not my favorite game, guys, but that's how I would play this one. So that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching this, man. Drop a like. Drop in the comments who you're taking in this one, like I said. Check out my $25 play of the day. Like I said, that's my best pick every single day. Use promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off as well. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.